Okay, we are back again. Sorry about that last video with the whole grinding thing. We are just about done with that, though. Great. Kuroro's halfway through level 5. I think here. Yeah, well, no, third, but you know what I mean. I gotta heal and probably buy potion. Almost done. Let me get to face off against Gary. We'll win. We'll definitely win if we get this. And not much else to say, really. I mean, there's not much you can really say when you're grinding. You know, there's no new information. Oh, what was I going to talk about? I know I was about to say, I was mentioning something in the last video I was going to show you guys. I think I'll remember. It'll come back to me. Oh, yeah, it was Sand Attack. It was Sand Attack. I'll show you when we get into a fight. When we get into the fight with Gary, I'll show you. A rematch, I guess. Purchase 4 potions. Never usually buy potions, but I just need to. Alright. I wonder if we can try not to faint at all. I think... Oh, wait, did we defeat Gary? Yeah, I think we did, actually, now that I think about it. But I still want to get these guys leveled up anyways. Let me check. Yep, we already defeated Gary. My bad, guys. I kept blabbering on thinking that we were still going to fight him. Oh. But yeah. Sand Attack is a good strategy with the Pidgey early on. It really will help. Even if it's really low level Pidgey. One Sand Attack. And what happens when you use Sand Attack is it decreases accuracy. And it does it pretty significantly. More than it says it does. And when you do it, most of the time it's almost a nearly guaranteed miss for the enemy. And most of the time it is the same turn you've used its Sand Attack. It's pretty good of an attack if you can get your Pidgey and such to survive. This thing is just about dead. Well, no, this thing's just about level 7. I guess we'll fight on. I know I need to heal, but hold on. Yeah, it's gonna pause for a sec. Okay. Blah blah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. There's a little. I'm updating a game called Battlefield 2. Not Bad Company 2. An actual game called Battlefield 2 that I have to update. Yeah. I do hope to do a dual commentary. Really, I'm sorry I keep saying that, but it's been postponed. The guy's not on. Kuro hasn't been on. He hasn't even updated new videos lately. Pokemon like it when you give them stuff in this game. They have relations and companionship, friendship. This is definitely the kill. Final faint. Leer. Or real. Backwards. And level 7 Kuroro. What? Wow. Tail whip. Guess this is going to be a perfect fight anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, we're not going to need a Pokemon Center. We don't need no Pokemon Center. Let's continue. Continue forth on our quest. At the age of 10, because that's when all men are, that's when boys become men. And at least they don't waste their times with school in this. I guess they get enough to understand the basic concepts of life that you really need to as a Pokemon trainer or a breeder or trying to think of the word, a competitor, whatever the word was, a coordinator. That was it. Let's battle. Let's battle. Let's battle. Rick. Bugcatcher Rick. He's certainly bugging me. Don't you dare poison me, you whore. That's what I thought. String shot. Don't you dare make me slower. Making my performance in bed slower? Douche. Reverse. Anti-Viagra. Level 8. Good job, Kuroro. It's only because fighting isn't very effective against grass. Or bug. And poison. Actually, I don't know about poison. I don't think so. String shot. It's just so effective. Why aren't these Pokemon evolved? They're supposed to evolve at level 5 to Metapod and Kakuna. And then at level 10, they're supposed to become... They're like the earliest evolution Pokemon. Butterfree isn't that great in this, though. Doesn't even have very good psychic moves. Gust, finally! Now we can be effective in this place. Yeah, F off, Rick. Rick the Dick. Yeah. I really do have to wake myself up more when I play this. Antidote. Obviously, we all know what an antidote will do. Hopefully. We all know. Yes, this is the correct way, because the first time I went through with this, I was totally confused. Weedle. Really hoping to find a special Pokemon in this that I want to name Nightmare after. Or name the Pokemon after Nightmare. Yeah, name the Pokemon after Nightmare. Let's just say 4 to save time. Oh, this you fight this guy? I thought he was gonna give me something. I never talked to him. Metapod. There was this one really funny episode of Pokemon when Ash had a Metapod, and then he fought this Bugcatcher that had a Metapod, and all they did was harden. They just kept going back and forth doing harden. Didn't do anything. It was hilarious. There was no fight at all. No one won. It was kind of funny. At least that's how that or they technically ran out of moves. So they hardened to the maximum, and then they struggled. They did the attack struggle, and Ash's won. Either one. Isn't it funny that Ash always makes it to the Pokemon League and then he loses the final fight every time, like against the champion? It's like, dude, why do you fail so bad? They're supposed to be the hero of the show, not loser. Biggest disappointment of the century or of the decade. I think even in the newest Diamond and Pearl one, he failed. Which is pretty lols. I always laugh at Ash about that. Well, it seems Kuroro is about to surpass Jack in the levels. That's only because we're fighting grass, not when we come up next. It's going to be White Boy who's going to level up the most when we get to the gym leader, which I'll explain afterwards. I'll explain in a bit. Super effective. Level 11. I'm gonna level. I mean, he's gonna evolve soon. First evolution. Dope. Dope. Let's walk, 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 walk. Come on, be the Pokemon. Damn you. Be a boring Kakuna who's one level lower than what he's supposed to be to level up. I mean, to evolve. Or she. Dead. Fainted. They don't die, they faint. No one dies, that's too violent. I guess it makes sense, though. Because you're not really killing the thing. But if you poison the Pokemon and it quote-unquote faints from the poison, it's gonna die. Caterpie. Yeah, I would catch that, but I'm not interested in Caterpie or Weedle. Their evolutions aren't that great. They're kind of boring. You can't skip this guy. Cannot. What's the hurry? What's the rush? I don't want to fight you, I guess. Sammy against a Weedle. Level 9, this will be easy. I believe this is his only Pokemon. So, you know, should be able to defeat a level 9 Weedle, which hopefully you can. Really would be kind of sad if you didn't. We couldn't. I'd be pretty surprised if you don't get a Pidgey or Sparrow at the first before Viridian Forest. I give, you're good at this. Good at what? I defeated you. Okay, we're gonna walk back and forth here because it's a special Pokemon I want. Let's hope we can find him soon. Really don't want to spend too much time on this. You know, I'm not going to be here for 10 minutes looking for it. I might... I'll do this for a bit, and when if it comes to the end of the video, because I can tell it's coming close, that I'll just pause it, and then when I get it, I'll record it. Save and record. I don't want to give it away what Pokemon it is. And it's kind of a fitting Pokemon for Nightmare. They both have energy. But may that be your hint. A lot of energy. But not angry, just a lot of energy. Goddamn Caterpies! I think Pidgey levels up at 14. I think. I would certainly hope so. If not at 16. Or 15. It's a very strange number for Pidgey's evolution. Evolutions. It's even more confusing with Pidgeot. Weedle. A Weedle Needle. I think that's why they call it a Weedle. You know, he's a little needle tail. If you guys are wondering, so far I've done 2 recordings in one day. This is the second one of the day. That's going to be episode 4, which won't be available until the 17th, not the 16th. Yeah. Trying to do 1 video a day. Keep up. It's kind of nice because then if I have homework the next day when I could. And then I could just release the video and I don't have to do any work that day. So I could do my homework. And come on. Alright. So I'm gonna have to pause the video right after I kill this beetle and find him. That's the end of the video anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Don't worry, we're right before Pewter City. Yeah, that's the next name of the city. Yeah, we're pretty much there. Yeah, see you next time, guys.